Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith. R.L. Allan just released a new edition of the NRSV 1 that is slightly different than their previous editions. I have the old copy and now I have one of the new copies. In this video we're going to unbox it and do a side-by-side comparison. Okay, so at the very beginning of the year, I did a really fun 2024 Bible release schedule video, and I mentioned in that video that when I emailed the folks at R.L. Allan to see about their release schedule this year, I did not get a response from them. So I honestly have no idea what Bibles they have coming, when they're going to be released, and so I'm finding out along with everybody else. So a couple weeks ago, I turned on Facebook on my phone, I opened Facebook, and I saw a post from R.L. Allan that said, "We are excited to announce that we have some brand new copies of the NRSV 1. One of my all-time favorite Bibles. I have this right here. A lot of people know this from my channel. One of the first Allans I ever got is a black Highland goatskin edition of the NRSV 1 with the red speckled page edges. I love this Bible. When I studied back 4 years ago now almost at Oxford, this was the only Bible that I took with me, so I've got some fun stories about this Bible, but it's just a great edition of the NRSV, the 89 NRSV, not the new updated edition. And I had no idea that they were planning to do more of these, specifically the 89 edition, and also that they were going to do a slightly different tweak on it. It looks to me, based on the information on their website, that the new ones are a slightly different trim size, and that they've been produced a new run on 40 GSM premium Bible paper. The previous ones, I think, were 36 GSM paper. So I'm interested to see how different they are. So in this video, we'll do a little bit of a side-by-side comparison. But they announced 4 different colorways of this Bible. Black with blue accents, like the one I have here. I didn't want to get that one. Navy blue with red accents, which is, let's see here. Let me, going off camera here for a second, going rogue. I have, whoops, lots of expensive Bibles. This is the long primer, so it is navy blue with red ribbon. So they did this colorway, and then they said a purple colorway. Those 3 were available right away, and then they talked about a dark green colorway that was going to be coming soon. So I put it to my Facebook followers. I did a poll and said, I'm going to order one of these new Bibles from Allan. Which colorway should I get? The number 1 choice was dark green. Because it was not available, I decided to go with the number 2 choice, which was purple. I got the purple Highland goatskin option. So far, as I'm recording this, they've already sold out, I think, of the black ones. For a minute, they all disappeared from their website. I thought they sold out in just a matter of a few days, but then they all 3 popped back up. When I just checked before I recorded this video, I think the black ones were gone and all that was left was the blue ones and the purple ones. Honestly, by the time I release this video, I'll put a link in the video description, but by the time I release this video, they may be completely sold out of these Bibles. But they said that the green ones were coming, so I don't know if I'm going to buy the green one as well. Who knows? Are you ready? Enough time wasted. Let's go ahead and dive into this. I love Allan. They make such great Bibles. I was not planning to buy another $200 Bible this month, but it's the price I'm willing to pay to share with my people out there. I totally forgot to have this nice little tab on here. This is the best way to open an Allan box. That is so rewarding. But yeah, I'll spend my own hard-earned money to get one of these Bibles. The box does look pretty big. It looks big. Okay, take the box, get it out of here. I just hit the KJV long primer that was off camera with the box. I think it's okay. Look at that. KJV long primer, red ribbons, blue. That's incredible. I'll give you a little quick shot of the black one. That's the black. A very interesting goatskin on my black copy. NRSV, blue ribbons, red speckled page edges, and then this is the purple edition. So they noted in the Facebook post that they had gone to, I believe it's pronounced William Close Ltd or Clowes, to do a special run of these, reprinting the text blocks, and then they were bound by Charfleet, who's their go-to. So Allan NRSV 1P SPC, purple Highland goatskin with speckled page edges. Are you ready for this? I'm so ready for this. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it looks like it's about the same size. Maybe it is thicker. Wow. The classic Allan unboxing experience. I ordered this and it got from the UK to my home in Nashville in under a week, which I think is the fastest. Was it under a week? Or maybe it was right at a week. Maybe the fastest that I've ever gotten a Bible from Allan. Wow. That is a gorgeous color. Look at that. Beautiful purple, pebbly grain, goat skin, NRSV, Holy Bible, full yap. It says Allan down there. Is it Jason Engel, one of my friends on Facebook and YouTube? Jason, is it you who's done some color theory and you talk about how purple is like the perfect color for a Bible? There's like something about the royal nature of Christ. Jason, if you're watching this, leave me a comment and let me know about that. I remember reading you talk about that one time. Look at that. Red speckled page edges. A lot of Allans come with like the really incredible, this is the KJV long primer, the red under gold, which is beautiful, but I love the speckled look. It's just a totally different vibe. This does look thicker than my other one. I'm going to do some measurements here for a second, but it looks to me like it's the same size. I measured my previous one before I started the video, and it was 5 3/4 inches wide by about 8 inches tall, just over 8 inches tall. That's definitely thicker. Look at that. Can you see it? Can you see that? That the purple one is thicker than the black one. The black one is on 36 GSM paper. The purple one, these are the new ones, are on 40 GSM paper. So we'll have to do a little bit of a comparison to see how they look. And then it's full yap, whereas you can see this, the tooled line around the outside, it just goes to the edge of the text block, where this one has the tooled line, but it's full yap. Does that make sense? The black one that I have is part of the 2019 run. I think the last time they made these was 5 years ago. So if I put these even, there you can see the yap on the purple one hangs out way more than the yap on the black one. So they've gone full yap, they've gone thicker paper, 40 GSM paper, and then let's do this real quick. So just to verify, this one is 5 3/4 inches tall, wide, and just over 8 1/8 inches tall. And then it is, 5 7/8, so it's a little bit wider. And 8 1/4, it's like 1/8 of an inch wider all the way around by my measurements. Wow, such a great text block. So this is a text block, an anglicized edition of the NRSV published by SPCK, which is a British publisher. So it's their text block. But then we have in here printed and bound by CPI Group. Well, this was bound by Charfleet. So maybe that's the old group. So William Close is who they said on their website. I'm going to triple check this. We're going to go go rogue here to the internet. So it says printed by William Close Limited in the UK on superb 40 GSM coated Bible paper, hand bound by it says the page size matches the KJV long primer, so it is larger than our classic reference editions in the ESV and NIV, and slightly larger than the old NRSV. So they've kind of changed the dimensions just a hair, and then they've also put it on 40 GSM paper. Let me do this side by side here. I'm just going to kind of open this up. I almost opened to the exact same page number, so 751 versus... I can tell that the margins are slightly wider on the purple edition, and obviously it has the wider full yap, so it kind of looks like a bigger Bible on the table. But the paper is definitely different. It's a little bit whiter, like whiter. It's a little bit brighter on the purple edition, and I'm trying to look. It's definitely more opaque. It is noticeably more, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do an overhead video so I can show you this up close so you can see it, because this is I love this one. This is a much more readable Bible because of the paper that they've chosen to do on it. This is really great. So let's pause real quick, do an overhead video, and I'll do like a side-by-side comparison of these. Okay, there they are side by side. You can even see that the purple one looks bigger because it has that extra yap kind of hanging over the side. So you see that difference, and then when I turn them on their side, you can see it a little bit clearer there. That's definitely thicker, and that's because it's got 40 GSM paper instead of 36 GSM paper, but those look really great. So there's like very classic Highland goatskin, lots and lots of pebble. Do you see how this one has like almost like a line in it, where it kind of changes and shifts? It's just a unique piece of leather because every piece is different. So, okay, page 635 in that one. We're gonna jump over to that one in this, and then you can see, so I'm gonna stack the purple one on top of the black one and then kind of hold this up. So I'm gonna leave it there and then I'm gonna draw it up. Just see what you notice, if you notice anything. To me, this page seems, now the light's hitting that one a little bit more directly, this page seems a little bit wider. And then notice the level of ghosting or bleed through on the page from the other side is extremely minimal. This is a line matched text. You can barely see anything coming through. Whereas when I do the same thing on this one, you can see more of that. Is that the end of the world? No, but you can see more of this text coming through from the other side of the page. Let's use the 24. Zoom in on the 24 and just look at the words around it, around the cross references. There you go. You can kind of see that coming through there versus on the purple one, slightly less. It's not the end of the world, but this one is more opaque. Again, not all paper is created equal. My assumption is that they used, because of the way it feels, that they used very similar paper, just a slightly thicker, heavier version of it. But that's the big thing. The other thing I would notice is the margins. That little 1/8 of an inch, so if I bring my ruler in here, this is exactly 3/4 of an inch margin, where this is exactly, well, let's see here, 5/8 of an inch. So 5/8 to 6/8. It's an 1/8 inch wider, but it does, you can notice that. Same thing on the bottom of the page. If you look at the bottom of the page, here, I'll give you the outside first. There you can see just a little bit wider on the right side of the screen. And then look at the bottom there versus the bottom there. Just a little bit, even if I go to the exact same page. There you see, it's just a little bit more space. What I like about that is this Bible, when you set it here, the extra, slightly extra, what is that? An 1/8 of an inch around the page just gives the text a little bit more room to breathe. A big part of type settings is the negative space, the space where there is not words. If you completely filled up this page with text, it would actually be more difficult to read, even though it's the exact same size. In theory, if they increased the size of the words on this page to fully fill to the edge of the page or almost to the edge of the page, in theory, it would not actually be easier to read, even though it's a slightly bigger typeface. It would be more difficult to read because there's less negative space to deal with, which your eye likes when it's trying to read. So interesting things like that. I believe this is an 8.75 or a 9-point typeface. It's very, very readable. You do get the red dye with the speckled, they call this antiquarian style speckled page edges, which I think is a cool look versus the gold. You get Oxford Bible maps in the back of this Bible. Did they give us the line? Yep, you get the Allan lined notebook paper. A very nice text block. A lot of times Allan takes, like this is the NRSV 1, great 40 GSM paper they had custom printed. A lot of times with like the ESV 1, they take just text blocks from Crossway, Chinese printed text blocks that aren't that special, and then they give them a really nice cover on it. I like this because it's got a really good text block on the inside of it, in addition to all of this beautiful purple, I think they called these blackberry. Is that what they call them? Or something like that. Purple. I don't have very many purple Bibles, but that is absolutely beautiful. Man, two of the same thing, but slightly different. Really cool to see those side by side. So there you have it, the latest edition of the NRSV 1 from R.L. Allan, slightly different than the previous edition from a few years ago. And I don't think I mentioned this earlier. This one was slightly different than the ones from before that. There was actually a much smaller trim size version of the NRSV 1. If I have a photo, I'll drop that in right now because I've had a few of those over the years. This is the one that stuck it out for me. These are very, very similar, but as you saw, a little bit thicker, slightly different paper, a little bit wider, just a couple of different things about this one that make it really, really cool. Again, I will put a link in the video description to the NRSV section of Allan's website. Depending on when you're watching this, they may not have any of these available. They may have sold out. They said that they have a dark green. The question, leave me a comment, let me know. Should I order the dark green one when it shows up as well? I don't know how it's going to compare to other green Allan Bibles. Obviously, it won't be the bright green or like that medium green that I have in the ESV. I'm not sure if it'll be that color or something slightly different. Anyway, I'm curious to see what it looks like when that pops out. So maybe when you watch this video, maybe the green one will be available or coming very soon. So keep an eye on their website. Allan is such a cool company, a very small shop that, again, the fact that they have multiple different batches of the NRSV1 that are slightly different from one another, I kind of like that. It makes it fun for those of us who follow along and kind of keep an eye on these sorts of things to just keep up with the slight differences along the way that these Bibles kind of go through. It's a lot of fun. So I'll post pictures of this on Instagram and Facebook. Please come find me there. If you haven't already, then click the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel, and definitely surf around and check out some other videos on my channel because I've got a lot of fun Bible-related content that's designed to help you find a Bible that's right for you. And if you really enjoy my channel, I have a bunch of people who have become channel members over the last couple years. It's just a couple bucks a month, and it helps me keep doing things like buying Bibles and having them shipped over from England so I can do fun videos like that. So if you'd like to become a channel member, check out the link in the video description and learn more about that. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.